Hey guys, a happy, God, what day is it? Wednesday, it's Joe, and it's time for a Pocket with Joe. Excuse the toque today. So, funny story, not so funny. I forgot to wash the conditioner out of my hair today. So, it wouldn't dry. And you can tell it's kind of crusty. So, I got to jump back in the shower after we finish this off. But it's Wednesday. It's a beautiful day. We got 3 games on the ice today. Now, I hope you guys followed the Chicago Blackhawks yesterday. Their team total over. We hit that. We got the Carolina Hurricanes, but some games it just did not go the way that I expected. I see Mike saying the Devils just ruined his parlay last night. God, the Devils really sucked last night. I don't know what happened out on the ice. Hats off to the Dallas Stars, able to really get stuff done. You guys, I hope your day, and the Sharks ruining yours. Man, I tell you, these teams on the ice need to be nicer to us tonight. 3 games on the ice. Let's break these ones down. And Matt, definitely a winning Wednesday. Let's do it, you guys. Now, remember, if you're looking for my best bets, check out SoBet.io or Vegas Insider. We're going to talk all of these games, though. And if you're looking to shop those lines, head on over to Betstamp.app. Use referral code Madden there. And on SoBet, it is referral code Joe. Lynn, that was beautiful to see. He also got the hat trick. Absolutely outstanding game for Ovechkin last night. So hats off to him. Yeah, yesterday we saw a lot of high-scoring games. That is for sure. Buffalo Sabres getting 6 goals again. This team just lighting up the nets in some of these games. Kings, unfortunately, not able to get us over, not even getting 1 goal themselves. And sometimes, yes, Jason, things feel really rigged some of these times. But let's have a great night tonight. We're going to start off with the first matchup on the ice, kicking off at 7 o'clock Eastern. We have, let's just pull up the lines here. The Montreal Canadiens are taking on the Ottawa Senators. Now, Montreal rolling in here as a large underdog at plus 172 to plus 180. Again, shop those lines over at Betstamp. Use referral code Madden. Senators minus 210. Looking at their records, we've got the Montreal Canadiens coming in here 14-12-2, and the Ottawa Senators 12-14-2. Now, Cam Talbot is expected in a goal for the Ottawa Senators, which I really do like Cam Talbot. I think he has been playing better hockey as of late. He's got a 2.55 goals against average, and Sam Montembeault here confirmed for the Montreal Canadiens. He's got a 2.97. Now, we made money with Montreal the other day, getting that nice win over the Calgary Flames. I hope you guys hit that one with me. And you know what? I can't turn down this plus money again here with Montreal. This team is really playing hard and digging deep, and with Sam Montembeault in goal, I think they have the opportunity to pull this off. Now, you can look at them on that puck line at plus 1.5 at minus 138. I'm going to definitely be taking the puck line and sprinkling on that money line. Offensively, they're not up to the level of the Ottawa Senators, but what we've seen out of their defense to be able to contain Calgary like they did in the last one, this defense is playing tough. They're playing hard on both ends of the ice, and they're really looking for these wins. Now, it's been hard for this team to pull these wins together constantly. They're 1-5 in their last 6 games following a win. So that is my only concern here. But we look at the Ottawa Senators. They haven't been stellar. They haven't been stellar at home either. They're 3-8 in their last 11 home games. So it's not like this team has a huge home ice advantage here. I think the Senators do have a stronger offense, but if we can see the same thing out of the Montreal Canadiens defense that we saw in the last game, I think this one will be theirs to win. And I just love that value. Now, I could see this one staying close on that puck line. Montreal has been phenomenal on the road on that puck line, going 9-5 on the road on the puck line. We've seen the Senators winning at home, but not blowing teams out, sitting 8-7 at home on that puck line. So give me Montreal on the puck line plus 1.5 at minus 138, but also I'm going to sprinkle on that money line. Now, I'm staying off this total because we know how easily these totals can go over, especially between these two. And if Montreal has a fighting chance, they could push this total up, because we know the Ottawa Senators, if they're not able to shut them down, if their defense lets this go, this game will go one way or the other. And we've seen the Senators win those last two versus Montreal. So something to keep in your head. I think Montreal really wants this win tonight, and I think that they dig deep. Mike, you're going to roll with the Sens in this one. I wish you all the best of luck in this. Are you going to take them to cover that puck line? That is the question. Yeah, the Caps with the 7 goals alone. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, I love to hear that. Ian is very good at what he does over at the Ice Guys. So I'm happy to hear he hit that hat trick. A prop, fantastic prop over there. You guys, if you haven't checked out the Ice Guys, make sure you do so. Great group of guys with Ian and Alex over there. Alex and I do a show on the Hammer Network. Well, he's on most Mondays on the Edgework podcast. So always great. This community is so small. I love 99.9% of the people in this community. Always good people. Let's look at the next game, 7:30 Eastern tonight, with the Detroit Red Wings taking on the Minnesota Wild. Now, the Wild coming in here as large favorites. Got lots of large favorites today at -255. The Red Wings coming in here plus 205. I can't get behind the Red Wings. They have covered the puck line and won their last 4 on that second leg of a back-to-back. But when we look at this team as a whole, and I know they have been playing stronger this season as a whole, that trend totally gets thrown out of the water. They have also struggled in Minnesota, only winning 1 of the last 6 games in Minnesota. I think the Wild will come out strong. Now, Gustafsson is confirmed in goal. It is not Fleury here. So my concern is Gustafsson will let a couple more goals in than I would have expected out of Fleury. He's got a 2.47 goals against average, though he is still a strong goalie. And Novakachik, I cannot pronounce his name to save my life, even though I've heard it 500 times, is expected in goal for the Red Wings. Now he's got a 4.09. So when I look at this total of 6.5, naturally I'd like to take it over, but I do not know if I can trust in the Red Wings to get the goals in this one. What I'm going to do is look at the Wild's team total. I can count on them for 4 goals tonight. We've seen them step up so strong. Defensively, they've won their last 2 games. They got that nice win over Edmonton on Monday night, and their defense is what are locking down these teams. Now, with the weak defensive play out of the Red Wings, I do think this is a big game for the Wild. I see them getting these goals, but I don't know if the Red Wings can add their share of the goals. So give me the Wild's team total over 3.5, a little juiced at -120. I also like the over 1.5 in that first period. I think we see 2 goals in that first period. Again, a little bit of juice at -135. You can look at the Wild here in regulation, but I really don't think you need it. In regulation, it's -166, so too highly juiced for myself. I think you can look at them here on that puck line. Now, they have a terrible home puck line record, going 5-10 at home, and overall, they're 12-16. But I do think this is a game where they have a phenomenal one. Yes, I wanted Fleury in here. Yes, I'd feel more confident if Fleury was in here, but Gustafsson should do a decent job here. So I've got to rely on the Wild to come out strong. Now, while I say that, and while I look at what the Wild have been able to do defensively, especially in that Oilers game, we're really locking down the Edmonton Oilers. I got to look at the Red Wings team total, and this is my favorite bet here, is taking their team total under 2.5. It's coming in at -130, but the Red Wings are 6-0 in their last 6 games to that under. They also, when facing teams with winning record, are 5-0 in their last 5 versus teams with winning record to that under, and on the road, trending nicely and solidly to that under as well, with their last 4 road games hitting that under. So I think the Red Wings are going to struggle tonight, even with Gustafsson here. Again, I did like these bets better with Fleury expected in goal, but we now know that he will not be. So while I've adjusted a little bit, I probably won't put as much on it. I do still like it here. Then the last game on the ice, the Vancouver Canucks taking out the Calgary Flames. Calgary has to get things right, you guys. And I do think this is one where Calgary gets back on track. Now, this team has been strong defensively, so I'm looking for their defense to come out strong again. We saw in that game versus Montreal, there wasn't a lot of goals scored on them. Jacob Markstrom probably one of the best games so far of his career. He played absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to look at the Canucks here to struggle to score. Now, they were shut out in their last game. They've seen some struggles for sure. Spencer Martin expected for them. He's got a 3.45 goals against average. And then Jacob Markstrom for the Calgary Flames. But don't be scared if you see Dan Vladar confirmed later, because both of these goalies are, I think, around the same level. Jacob Markstrom would be the goalie I'd want to go into a playoff game with, but I think Dan Vladar is getting to that point. Now, defensively, Calgary is really limiting the ability to get these shots on goal. They're 4th overall in the league, only allowing that 28.5. So I think they're really going to be able to limit the Vancouver Canucks' ability to get these shots tonight. I think we've got a lower scoring game for the Vancouver Canucks, but I'm not going to take this total. What I'm going to do is look at the team who I trust to really open up offensively, and that's the Calgary Flames. I'm going to take the Calgary Flames team total over 3.5. We're getting that at -102. I do think their offense has to get things right, and I think with Daryl Sutter just being mad at the world right now, if this team does not come out, get 4 or 5 goals, and shut down the Vancouver Canucks, Daryl Sutter is going to have heads rolling tonight in that locker room. So give me Calgary. You can look at them in regulation. You're paying less juice. I think you can take them on the puck line at -1.5 at +126. Now, I know that's scary. Calgary, another team that has struggled on that puck line, not getting blowout wins in Calgary at home. 5-11 at home right now on that puck line. Canucks have been keeping it tight. So, yeah, I'm leaning on that under as well, because I just really think the Canucks will struggle. I'm going to stay off that total, though. I really do think that just hitting Calgary's team total or hitting the Canucks team total, whichever team you feel more confident in, is probably the way to go. With the defense of Calgary, that is why I've got to lean on Calgary's team total over, because I'm expecting their offense to really show up. I'd look at the Vancouver Canucks team total under, but you're going to get a 2.5 here, and this is a little sketchy here. If they do get that 3, of course, this game is going over. If Jacob Markstrom, off that great appearance, comes out stale in this one. So my face is in the offense of Calgary to start going. And you're right, Sutter is going to completely explode. We've seen him. He is never impressed talking to the press after these games. I actually feel for him, because really, win or lose, who really wants to talk to the press after you've been through that emotional roller coaster of these games where he is frustrated? 99% of the time, you can see it all over his face. He is going to absolutely explode. Everyone in the Saddle Dome is going to hear him tonight from those locker rooms if this team does not win. That's for sure. Okay, let's see what else you guys have to say here. Yeah, he is. He's absolutely hilarious. That's for sure. I love Anthony, that under 1.5 in that first period. I do think it's a strong way to take this. You can look at one of these teams getting that goal in the first period. I might look at Calgary maybe on that puck line in the first period over anything, because my fear is Jacob Markstrom, and I hate to say that. Jacob Markstrom had a phenomenal game, but if he comes out here, he's prone to letting that one go so early. So if you feel Calgary can get that 1 goal in the first period and not the Vancouver Canucks, then you would be looking at Calgary minus that 0.5 in the first period. It's probably going to pay out better than taking the under 1.5 in the first period as well. Canucks play so many overs. I know it is definitely a tricky one. Rocco here, I completely agree. Yeah, you guys, that first period, I would look at that puck line for whoever you have more faith in. If you think it's going to be a low-scoring one, you could look at the Vancouver Canucks on that puck line in that first period plus 1.5. But I think Calgary's going to get up in that, 0.5. So I think Calgary should be able to cover the puck line in the first half. I like it too. Thank you for throwing out those odds. So Calgary on the puck line minus 0.5. So they only have to get that one goal and hold off the Canucks, or they can get as many goals as they want in that first period. At plus 130, Anthony, or 130. Did I say that? Anthony, thank you so much for throwing that out. That is one I'm going to go bet. Let's ride. Mike is right. Let's make some freaking money today, you guys. I love that play. Let's get this done tonight. I almost might look at the Wild in the first period as well. Now that we're throwing out some first period ones, the Wild in the first period definitely should come out strong here. Let's just see what they're sitting at on that puck line in the first period. I love these first periods because you get it over and done with. You've cashed your money and you don't have to sweat out the whole game. So the Wild in the first period on that puck line is plus 116. I love that one as well. I'm going to be putting that bet in, and the Calgary Flames in the first period after. Only 3 games. Hell yeah. Why not? Let's build this parlay, you guys. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here with me every day. So good, you guys. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can head on over to SoBet.io, referral code Joe. Shop your lines at Betstamp.app .app. I don't know why I say APP. Referral code is Madden over there. And then catch me everywhere else, you guys. You can find me on Vegas Insider, on the Edgework podcast, on the Hammer Network, Better Than Vegas on Thursdays with the happy hour kickoff. So many other places. So, and something really exciting to come. So stay tuned for that. Can't announce it yet. Let's build this parlay and recap these games. Montreal and the Ottawa Senators. All the value tonight is on Montreal. I want them to keep rolling. I am sprinkling that money line because if I don't, I'll be kicking myself. I know the Senators are a good team and Cam Talbot is in net, but I think with what we've seen out of the defense of Montreal, I'm willing to take a chance on Montreal. I'm putting Montreal on the puck line in the parlay. You guys know, though, that I'm going to bet Montreal on that money line straight up. The Red Wings and the Minnesota Wild. I love the Wild tonight. I think the Wild in regulation. The Wild's team total over 3.5 at minus 120. The first period over 1.5 at minus 135. You guys talked me into the Wild on that puck line in the first period, which is plus 116. Absolutely love it. Anthony, thank you so much for pointing out those first periods we should look at tonight, because I definitely think those are going that way for both of those. The Red Wings under 2.5 is my favorite here at minus 130. I do think the Wild will defensively shut down the Red Wings here in this one tonight. For the parlay, I'm going to take the Wild in regulation. And then, last but not least, Vancouver Canucks taking on Calgary Flames. We're going to take the Calgary Flames here big. Give me them laying 1.5 on that puck line at plus 126. Give me them in regulation. Little juiced here, but that's what I'm going to throw into the parlay. Calgary in regulation. Calgary's team total over 3.5. I do love. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game for the Calgary Flames. Can I rely on the Canucks to get goals? No, I'm not touching it. Not after they just are coming off a shootout, or a shutout loss. So that's what I'm liking. Calgary in that first period as well. So that parlay is Montreal on the puck line, the Wild in regulation, Calgary in regulation. My favorite bet. Yeah, I would lean on the Wild on the money line and the under 6.5. I just don't know in that one how the Red Wings are going to get these goals tonight. Gustafsson is in net, not Fleury. So that is my biggest concern here. If it was Fleury, I'd 100% be hitting that under 6.5. The Red Wings team total under 2.5, I think, is not that highly juiced at minus 130. I think it is a strong way to go if you want to bet these totals. And then I do like the Wild's team total over 3.5. So I'm really conflicted with the total of the full game, because I could see this being a 4-1 game, which gives us the under. But if it's a 4-2 game, it gives us the over. It pushes on the 6. We are seeing a couple 6.5s out there, depending on which way you like that Go shop those lines at Betstamp. Use referral code Madden. Get the 6.5 if you like the under. Get the 6 if you like the over. Habs in regulation. Hell yeah. I'm sprinkling them on that. I'm sprinkling on the money line. So give me them in regulation. You're going to get even more plus money there. Absolutely better. And you like him better. Okay. Then Rocco, definitely, if you're liking him better here, look at him to have a phenomenal game. Plus 245. Hit it. You guys know that I'm going to do Montreal in regulation, the Wild in regulation, Calgary in regulation. But for the parlay for you guys, I threw the puck line. But you guys know I'm going to do regulation. I try to make it a little bit safer for you guys because I feel bad when people lose money with me, but that is how I'm betting it myself. I want to thank you guys. I like it too, Anthony. Rocco likes it. Everyone likes it here. You guys are absolutely the best. Let's make some freaking money today. Didn't take the 6 just because of that reason. Took the 6.5. I love it. Great way to do that, taking that under a 6.5. You know, that number is so hard. Sitting at a 6. I hate getting that push at 6.5. Yes, such a better ability to get that win. You guys, I got to go wash my hair again. I can't believe I forgot to take out the conditioner today. If only you could feel it. I'm like telling myself it's, you know, a good deep condition here. So it's, yeah, it's just what happens when you are in a rush in the morning. But you guys, have an awesome day. Let's make some freaking money. I feel most confident about Calgary tonight to come out big. Daryl Sutter is screaming. We can hear him all over the city screaming at these guys. There is no way Calgary is going down again tonight without someone's head being chopped off after this game. I tell you, he is going to lose his mind if Calgary loses this one. So you guys have a great day. Keep smiling. Let's make some freaking money. And don't forget, make sure you like and subscribe on here. Drop what you are betting under this video. Appreciate each and every one of you. By you guys just liking and commenting, it helps the algorithms over here on YouTube and helps this video get seen. So thanks so much. You guys have a good one and let's go. Bye, guys. I almost just left the studio instead of ending the show. Bye, guys. Let's have a great day.